Hey, Ryan, why don't you pull up Amazon's margins real quick?
Well, yeah, I'd have more of a grin on my face than Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island.
I'm off as a smug cock when he said that.
Wow, fiscal philosophy, you're not very smart at all. You screw up, cash flow kings. Dissector, you are an idiot.
I've never really thought of rethinking that Stephen Hawking and Epstein's Island joke in the intro, and after the last week, we may want to reconsider our intro.
By the way, I actually have been adhering to the cutting diet. Am I looking a little leaner yet? You have to tell me.
It's the lighting, everybody. It's the lighting.
It's all the
steroids and a cut, and bad things can happen.
Yeah. I've been in a calorie deficit. I'm hangry. I'm
Yes.
cranky. I'm crashing out on people constantly.
Yep, it's not good. You're slapping the Chipotle workers if they're not giving you a port. Give me some fucking good steak.
Extra steak. Extra steak.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. What a week. It was just awesome to go on a nice tropical vacation and see my account drop about $4,000 within the span of 48 hours. Awesome to see, as per usual. But also at Saturday 8 p.m. Eastern, you could be doing bad things, but I think at Saturday 10 p.m. Eastern, the stakes are raised. You're asking me.
Yeah, they're way higher. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could be doing. Right?
Yeah. Lots of insane behaviors I saw this week. You could be, watching white people dance. That's something bad.
You could. How about the? You could be watching the Trump and Zoran bromance take place in the White House. Apparently, you see the way they look at each other.
Yeah, you could be doing fentanyl.
Oh,
you want to do?
You don't want to be doing that. You could be investing in TSSI or PayPal lately.
Yeah.
Or Uber.
By the way, everybody, the PayPal roundtable will be next week. Confirmed. We're looking to get, we already have about 2 to 3 guests confirmed. We're hoping, not including Fiscal, so we're hoping to get some more on there. If you own PayPal and you want to join the discussion, reach out. You know where to do that.
Good segue. Gotta promote that roundtable.
Okay, this is fucking mean, Gil. Gil, you say a lot of things. I'm not even joking. I was limited with my food options this week. I'm living off of fucking French fries, burgers, fried chicken wings. That's not a very kind thing to say. I put on about 7 pounds this week, so that's not very nice, Gil. For all these good picks I give you, I'd expect you to be a little nicer.
By the way, the white lighting in here does wash me out a little bit. I need a good a good down lighting with something other than the type of LED bulb that I have in here, because the lighting does count for a lot.
Yes,
but yeah, I mean, I do agree. Yeah, it's probably only been 3 weeks or something, and that's not enough time to really see results, but.
You spell you're wrong, Gil.
And it's my grab too. It's my fault he's in grab. But anyways, there are some other things that also are not accretive to your cash flow.
Yeah.
You want to know what they are?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying here, Fiscal.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I think I'm catching what you're pitching.
Listen, pitching, not catching.
Oh.
Like Vito from The Sopranos. But listen, we're a small business, right? We're Cash Flow Kings LLC.
We try.
We understand how important it is to maintain your books and not tick off your CPA if he is strongman personal finance, for example.
Not somebody I'd want to be in debt with.
Listen, if you bring your CPA a shoebox full of receipts a week before your taxes are due for your small business, they're going to be very upset.
Bad things are going to happen.
Very upset. They will scream at you. They will hate you because, let's face it, during tax season, they're working 80 hours a week, Monday through Sunday, no breaks. They have to relieve themselves in a little cup like an Amazon delivery driver. So do your CPA a favor, and also, by the way, keep the IRS off your back. and keep up with your books. I know it's daunting for a lot of you. I've been there with the shoebox full of receipts in many years past. There is a better way.
Yeah.
Linked in the
What is that
description.
better way, Fiscal?
Linked in the description.
Ooh.
This is a CFK First sponsored segment. Rising Financial Solutions offers fractional controller support and bookkeeping, including the catch-up. If you're behind, get on that. Don't wait until March or April. Get on it now. Get caught up and let them help you maintain. This is a real partnership for the aspiring entrepreneur, whether you're doing a side hustle or whether you're a sprawling restaurateur that has multiple locations, whether you're a plumber, whether you're a street sweeper,
A mind reader.
whatever your business is, they offer you that roadmap towards keeping your books primo.
Yeah. That's something that I think would be cash flow positive.
I am directly involved with the day-to-day and affiliated with this company. It is linked in the description.
Yes.
And, if you are a small business owner out there or if you know somebody that runs a small business and have an inkling they may not keep up their records very well, the cleanup is real and they will do it, and they're quite good.
Speaking of people who don't keep up their records real well, Beater makes a good point.
And sponsor segment. How did we do?
Sponsor segment, yes, for full disclosure. Thank you very much.
It was mostly improv. Mostly improv.
With that let out of the way, we have Seymour joining us for a little bit tonight on a quick 10 p.m. segment. Seymour, welcome in.
Oh, God. Why does he keep doing this to us?
Okay, Seymour just messages for the audio.
This is what happens if you're at the airport during the government shutdown, guys.
Yeah, bad things happen. Bad things. With all that out of the way, though, Fiscal, how did your week look like when it comes to portfolio-wise?
Okay. Oh, gosh. Was TSSI's big drop this week or last week?
I want to say it was Friday.
I like literally my brain is like, it's just
yeah,
all.
It would have been Friday because we did that emergency live.
Yeah. Because like legitimately, if we include that in the last week, I mean, I guess we call it 8 days. I think somewhere in the order of like 40K evaporated.
Oh,
I mean, granted, that's 40K of gains that just ungained, but they're like on the year to date, like still actually doing pretty well, all things considered, which is like you had to be doing pretty damn well to be able to take a hit like that and still be doing pretty well. So yeah, I'm not like crying or anything, but like TSSI, it did me dirty.
yeah.
And PayPal too lately. Like, I'm just glad that I deleveraged UNH before that dropped. So I got rid of any option position that I had on UNH before that dropped, because I was getting the sense like it started to dip a little, and I was like, I think this is gonna keep going. The technical bros on Twitter were all like, "This gap down here at whatever," and I'm like, "I'm just
the candle."
The candle. I mean, there is something to that though. Like when they all collectively think that, they act on it and kind of almost make it happen, I think. But I just didn't want any of that smoke. And so I took a small gain on the one options position I had with that. Kept the shares. Like, I'm not going to be in and out of the shares on this thing because I think UNH is good long term. But since options have a time element to them, if I suspect that we're in for, if like my what's left of my left nut tingles, then I'm going to take action on that. I'm not quite as accurate as Fabio, but I do try.
Gil did mention our pump and dump with High Tide, which we admittedly did. SEC, that's a joke. High Tide now at what, 260, 266?
Something like that. I mean, I have yet to sell a single share,
262
to be 100% transparent with that.
Same.
I don't as a matter of principle, I try to not. And I've failed on this a couple of times for sure, but I try not to sell stocks for a price that I believe is below what they are actually worth.
Yeah.
Which
okay,
I think I'm one where I definitely didn't adhere to that was Alibaba. I got out of that at well below what I actually thought it was worth at the time.
Yeah. That's
And it
bad.
ended up going way up, but this was specifically because I was thinking a trade war with China might not be good for Chinese ADRs,
Yeah.
and that might have been a wrong call on my part, but I think there was at least a kernel of sound reasoning to that, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it too much.
Seymour, or sorry, Tom Lee, our senior analyst, are you in here?
Hello?
There we go. We can hear him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just used Edge and now it works.
There we go. Tom Lee, explain to us why we should be buying Ethereum below, what was it, 3,000 or 4,000 that somebody said they'd buy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, don't buy now because it's going to go down even further.
Yeah. We said
we'd
buy
it when it's at the top because it's going to go up forever from here.
Yeah, crypto only goes up. There's no bear market for crypto.
Yeah.
Because it has so much intrinsic value, right?
Of course. Every time you do buy a Bitcoin, you are getting something that is definitely physical access to that. That's an asset that you have in your pocket. Certainly.
ASST at $1, huh?
Germany is 4,000. Oh, okay. This argument with Germany, we've had like 2 or 3 people now just not completely understand why they're entering Germany because it's geographically located so far away from Canada. Fiscal, do we want to re-explain why they might want to enter Germany?
Well, this is a lesson in international commerce. So if a country has a surplus of a certain product and another country has a deficit in what they can produce in that product, you can become an exporter and generate what is known as a trade surplus. And you want the person with the surplus gets the money. And so I think High Tide wants the money.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, I'm not an economist, but I think what's his name, Maynard Keynes or whatever, would probably agree with me.
Yeah. Seymour, we only have you for a little bit here. Have you been loading up on the Evolution Gaming, making your allocation even more grand of a pool than it already is?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
He sold.
No. I still have Evolution.
I'm
not selling Evolution.
I know you didn't. I was just trying. I was trying to rug pull the audience a little bit with that one and make them freak out.
No. I haven't bought because I was buying more Japanese stocks. They've been falling.
Oh,
yeah. Sanrio.
This one is Cover Corp and Cyber Agent. Agent went.
Gosh.
It was so weird. Cyber Agent went down like 10% after their earnings were great. Like their profitability went up 78%. But yeah, they didn't like it because we want to see numbers for 2026. Okay.
what's the thesis with Cover again?
Clover? A Cover Corp.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a very niche market to the point where it's like a very dedicated fan base that it can grow. It's very speculative though, so I don't tend to tell people to buy unless you actually know the thesis of it all and understand the technology. It's basically VTubers. It's like a VTuber agency, but it's a bit more complex than that. Think of it like Pokemon, where you have all these merchandise, but then you also have the dedicated fan base, and people go in and spend money like crazy on their favorite talents. Think of like Pokemon if you mixed it in with anime and K-pop.
Yeah. another company on the topic of like collectibles and stuff. Another company that's been an interesting topic of discussion with one Fuhat would be Funko.
Funko. Hmm.
In regards to the shorts.
Yeah. I'm just honestly, I
We
I
so
just
much
I,
pain. How could we even think of?
I can't get behind. I just can't get behind any of that stuff. Like as a long or a short, it's
Isn't Robinhood introducing shorting? Is that what I saw?
yeah.
Oh,
They're
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
the power of short selling
God.
right from your phone, as if
Good
people
Lord.
didn't. I mean, so they're already bad enough with the options gambling. I mean, heck,
All right, we're gonna do a fun exercise. Well, I have everybody here. I could give you guys a minute to think about this. I want you to list me the top 3 opportunities. One being the most attractive value to like quality wise in your portfolio. It has to be like most attractive quality, but like also the value like really makes sense.
yeah.
I think me and Fiscal are gonna be we're probably gonna do the similar 3. After this last week of turmoil, we could say.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm gonna try and organize my 3 because I do have 3 right now.
Yeah.
I actually have 5 that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I've probably got half a dozen. It's definitely
Everything in the portfolio.
which my steak is too juicy, my lobster too
Yeah.
buttery.
I think
Yeah, that's a really tough decision. I mean, maybe if we talk it out, I'll end up narrowing it down a little.
Oh.
But whoever's ready can feel free to list their 3 first.
Seymour, I'm ready if you don't have yours.
No, I'm ready too.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, like I've mentioned, so the first one would be actually Cyber Agent.
Ooh.
It's that Japanese company I was talking about. Yeah, they went down 10%, but earnings was great. It's one of those. I think it's like a turnaround play. Kind of reminds me of Disney if you remove the theme parks, but put in a digital ad agency.
Oh, what's the ticker?
It's a Japanese ticker, so it's 4751.
Cyber Agent. Okay.
Yeah, where EV to sales is like 0.7. So they're making more revenue than their entire like worth.
I know some companies like that.
Yeah, but what are the margins actually like though? Because I mean,
that's the thing. That's why it kind of reminds me of Disney because they have a streaming service where they were running at a loss for like quarter over quarter, and now they're profitable, just like Disney Plus, and now their margins are expanding because of that.
Disney's not exactly doing awesome right now either.
yeah. So I will say, because like Gil had some commentary on this. If I had Meta in my portfolio, I would probably agree that would probably be a contender for this.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
And UNH, I have UNH, and that's one of the few that I was thinking of. So actually, in that specific instance, I think Gil is making a cogent point.
Yeah.
But I also am arguing that PayPal probably deserves to be in there, and it's just the market hates the effing price and wants, for whatever reason, like just it can't catch any kind of a break price wise. But at a certain point, the buyback gets ridiculous at a certain level of cheapness, and especially if Braintree continues to deliver the way they've said, if they continue to work on Venmo, etc. Like it's not I don't think it's a trash company, but I think it's a troubled stock.
Yeah.
And I think those maybe are 2 different things. But we'll talk about PayPal more next week. I don't want to completely.
Seymour, what are your next 2?
Oh yeah, so yeah, just to explain, Cyber Agent, right? They're a digital ad company that expanded into like mobile gaming IPs, and now they have a big streaming service in Japan. There's like a free service and then a paid one. and yeah, that's essentially cyber agent. But as you can see the stats there, it's like look at it, price to free cash flow is at 10.1, and then EV to sales is 0.7. Yeah, it's undervalued because of the streaming service brought down their profits so significantly, and now the sentiment went low because they didn't have the shareholders positive for it. But now it's going up, but they still want to see more data. Yeah, you can see how it went up and then poof, right down with the streaming service. But now it's going. That's why it reminds me of Disney.
Yeah,
a little bit. My second one is Evolution.
There we go.
I mean, this is obvious, right?
Yeah, my thesis is still intact. I when I bought the shares, I was like, if I'll buy it even if revenue goes down, but not all the time. But like for a few quarters, I'm okay if revenue goes down because I trust management that they're going to resolve the issues in Asia with the cyber attacks.
Yeah,
that's my primary issue right now is that the Asia attacks, the cyber attacks. But if they can resolve that issue, then I have no problem with it, and I believe the stock will go up afterwards after resolve that.
Yeah,
but it's still a great company.
I feel like another thing with Evolution, and I don't know if it's the same for you too, but like especially during April and when like Trump was, let's just say it, manipulating the market. Perhaps he could have been. And you'd see those days where it's like, even this week, it felt like S&P or NASDAQ was down like 2 or 3% and up and down. I feel like Evolution's a decent like company to have because it really doesn't have any involvement with like, obviously I know they're in North America, but like it's a Swedish company.
But I mean, I think it doesn't correlate too much with our stock market.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Like if the S&P 500 selling off or ripping, like Evolution's not necessarily doing the same. So I like to have things that aren't necessarily correlated altogether. Sometimes it gives me like a bastion of hope when like the NASDAQ and the S&P are dumping.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Did you have another one, Seymour, or was it just
No. But yeah, I believe in Evolution, and 2026 I think is their year where they're going to make these great games, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, we should have bought more Evolution, because now you're going to see a lot more people coming in and playing. And I know there's some thesis with sports betting and like Kelce and all that, but I don't think Evolution is affected by that. Flutter and DraftKings might, but I think
it's a different customer for the most part.
It's a completely different audience, and they're dedicated to their games. It's a completely different market than just betting on sports. I was just playing it the other day, and then I won like $400. It was fun.
Yeah. I'm with you on that piece of it, and that's I continue to hold my shares, and I'm perfectly fine to do that.
I was playing a lot of roulette over the last week, and I forgot the company that made the roulette machine, but it was not Evolution. I looked. It was a private equity company.
By the way, Andrew's in the chat.
Oh, Andrew. Hello, Gundar.
So my third one is Cover Corp. Ticker 5253.
There we go.
It's just this is like, it's almost like I'm investing in a startup. Market cap is so low. If you convert it to yen to USD, I think it's around 600 million. It is my TSSI. It is my Dave. It is my IPI. So this is the one I invest in. That if it does well, it does well for me. And if anyone's interested in the company, I highly recommend deep diving in. If you don't understand the industry, I don't recommend investing at all because it's a bit niche, but it is growing significantly, and that's what I like about it. And the CEO is very passionate with the fan base. Just the other day, they did a whole day dedicated to the whole company on Twitch. And if you spent like a few hours on the platform, you got an emoji just for this the CEO's head. That's how passionate the fan base is.
I just did some Seymour. You'll know this company probably, Interblock.
Hunter Block.
Yeah, that's the company that would making the roulette machines.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of companies like that. There was another company I found that partnered with Stake to do a VTuber dealers now.
Yeah.
And they had a Discord, and I signed up with their Discord, and nobody's there. So I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, there is Seymour's 3. And Seymour, once again, if you need to leave, just tell me and I'll give you a proper outro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, with Cover Corp, it is my speculative play. It is a small cap, so it's like right now, and you do get that unfortunately that FX issue. So if the yen, if they keep going down, of course the US shares will also go down just from the conversion of it. But besides that, I like the company. It's been growing like 50% in revenue, and I'm like, hello, but EV to sales at 2 times for that, and you can see there it says like 47% for revenue 3 years. Yeah. But like I said, it's a speculative play. If it works out for me, it's great. If it doesn't, but it is my top holding currently. But I've been trying to pump up Cyber Agent and a little bit of Evolution, but more Cyber Agent because it was one of my smaller positions. Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for my list?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay. Number 1 right now, it's very close. I'm gonna go with Amazon.
Okay.
I mean, I was debating.
Spoiler alert, Ryan. That's it's in consideration for mine too, because the criteria, just to remind me, it's the how good of a price opportunity it is compared with the quality
total
company
and everything.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, then that's a very good choice. But tell us a little about why right now.
It was very close to being Dave. Issue is Dave pulled a Dave, and it is not at 190. It's not at 180. I was very lucky. Andrew's gonna have a big smile on his face. It's like the Dave at 190 meme. But I got in this week. I got the dividend dude birthday money method. I had some saved up. I'm like, okay, it's time. When it was down a lot earlier this week at like 178, I was lucky enough to get some. And I think if it were still at like 178, 180, I think it would have been one. But I think Amazon right now, especially after the last quarter, I put something out on Twitter that Amazon is at a fuck you buy right now. I think it's disrespectful, the price that it's trading at compared to how much they dominate everything and how many footprints they have and how many different, markets and segments. So.
Yeah, it is true. Like price wise, they haven't done what I hoped they could do this year, but I think the business it's Amazon,
and Fiscal. Not even a month ago, not even a few weeks ago, this was a company that was trading in the 250s, and with some of the sentiment you'd be hearing on Twitter, it sounded like they were past these issues and that
next 300.
And I understand that
Google, at least Google got there for me.
Yeah,
but
everybody's gassing up Google right now. A lot of people are really
gassing it up now that it's 300.
Now that it's at 300, they're all gassing it up.
Yeah, you shouldn't be caring about the stock price, the price action.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, but let's face it, year-to-date returns are the true measure of everybody.
One day,
that's the standard dick measuring contest in this space. So, but yeah. All right. So, what about your other ones? That's a harder choice, right?
Amazon's my number 1, of course. I kind of spoiled it already, but Dave is my number 2 at 194. I think anytime Dave, I'm no technical trader. I'm just a retard at the end of the day. I'll say it how it is. But Dave has been extremely good to me when I'm able to get it under 190 or 200. I think it makes a lot of sense. They had really good last quarter where it seemed like with what Amazon, you're hearing all the sentiment on Twitter, people that control the market, that you would have never thought that it would get back to the 190s with some of the sentiment you're hearing, or with Amazon at least, it would be 220s, 210s, whatever. But here we are. So I think right now is just a good time to load up. Dave is my number 2. If you want to watch our Dave episode, go watch it with Andrew.
Yeah.
Number 3, it's a bit of a split because they're kind of one and the same, but it's going to be Uber and Grab.
I was thinking about doing that same thing to cheat on my.
Yeah, they technically do own each other, but I think Uber here, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of people are talking about the price to free cash flow on Twitter. Just be wary about that, because as our good friend Mr. Lolo likes to say, or refer to, you can't really do it because Uber is insurance. You have to reduce that, but it's still trading at a pretty attractive valuation.
Yeah, that's a really great point too. Like not a lot of people do remember the insurance portion.
I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't think with a company like Uber, right?
Yeah, but it is true. Like they have to have like that extra insurance that they offer their drivers to, like, you know, to use the vehicle temporarily for commercial purposes. Otherwise, the individual driver would have to buy a special commercial policy, and like that's this whole quagmire. But still, like, I do think Uber is at this level, like, starting to look attractive again. Like, it's hard because I'd be averaging up technically, but like has the value of the underlying business grown faster than the price has, and I think it has. I think it's really, I think it's executing very well. Okay, so all right, I can't make my list the exact same as yours.
I have an honorary 4th and 5th too.
Okay.
I think I just should mention
Wonderful.
It's Evolution and High Tide. I just think that these are names that you could see kind of linger for a while. So if we're talking more macro performance stuff, that's kind of, I think, trades with retail flow and trading trends, whatever. I think these are good options right now in my portfolio.
So, all right. So, man, I wasn't, and the thing is, initially I wasn't even thinking about ranking them, but like you kind of leveled it up a little bit for me on the challenge. So, all right. I think for number 1, at current prices, I might have to say United Health, just because it did fall into the low 300s. And this is a flight to safety stock. It's usually very stable, very reliable, a steady grower, not a shower. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember. Certainly a dividend grower.
Free money.
Yeah, free money. And it is sort of slightly non-correlated. Certainly, I think everybody would agree they have a moat, etc. And it's just the price is so far down from the highs that I do think it is a really good deal at this level. I am gonna give I think Amazon a close second in this, just because, like, when Google and Amazon were both like 140 or whatever, 150, 160, like in that. Well, actually, Amazon I don't think was ever 140, at least recently. But when they were both in that well below 200 area, but like at a similar per share price point, it was a little bit hard to kind of suss out which one was the better deal. But right now, with Google over 300, which, God, what is even the market cap difference? Because but anyway, Google is definitely more expensive right now than Amazon, I would say.
Yeah.
And
yes,
I would definitely go ahead and say that, like, these are both I think it's is it a 3 trillion versus a 2 trillion market cap or something like that. I would say they both have fantastic cloud businesses, fantastic moats. and they actually each have a really, really great advertising business as well. Amazon's is a little different from Google's, but that's good. They're not really, if they're not, competing too much. So yeah, and what Amazon has built, like the CapEx they've put out there, the obsession with the customer, the fact that they can get into almost any niche they want to and dominate it. Yeah, I would not bet against Bezos, but I still also wouldn't bet against Jassy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Amazon, I think, is a close and solid number 2 in that. Now I would have. Now here's the thing: I would have said Uber/Grab is my number 3 as well. Like legitimately, you kind of stole my thunder, Ryan.
You're welcome.
So if I discount those and try to come up with a different option.
I mean, you could say it, nobody's stopping you.
Yeah, I know, but I want to be different. Honestly, I could honestly give my number 3 to probably either Dave or High Tide.
There we go.
Because it's such a close race.
I mean, I just feel like High Tide is one of those companies. It's like, I even said it during April, and I hope history doesn't repeat itself. Where it's like, I regret not buying here, but like, it looks really cheap right now. But I could just see it staying here for like another half year, where I think some other stuff are to be like, now's a really good time to buy.
But I think, I do think, Grab and Uber could just as easily be in that number 3 area, but they'll be, they could be my honorary 4th instead. Like, I don't think it'll hurt Anthony Tan's feelings too much.
Sorry.
Yeah. And plus, I gotta give some shine to our main man, Raj Grover, and put High Tide at number 3 for me.
There we go.
Yeah.
Any honorary 4th and 5th?
Post Remexian, I think if you actually work out the valuation here, even though I'm a little bit up on, I'm like 13% up on my cost basis or something, it's probably cheaper here than when I bought, even though I'm up technically speaking, because of how accretive that acquisition was. So while some people don't necessarily like it, I mean, I think it's a net value add for shareholders. So, and I know that is one CEO that actually cares about adding shareholder value. So I got the opportunity to actually talk to him once. So like, how many can we say that about? And
I've seen his store before.
And I want to address something like the only reason, or the main reason, like TSSI or PayPal isn't in this is, I think PayPal actually, like, there are legitimate challenges that are what the current CEO is working on improving, and it's not like completely a done deal. I think he's doing the right things to get it there, but I think that could potentially take away from the quality aspect of it, because he took over from, basically carried the baton forward from somebody that wasn't really doing a lot of things to streamline and synergize stuff behind the scenes. And so there was a lot of a lot of wasted opportunity. And so now they're sort of playing catch up in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But still, the cash flow is there. The buybacks are at a ridiculous valuation. It's not a dying business. Plenty of people still use PayPal. Like, the narratives about why it's bad are wrong. And the truth is that he's pushing improvement in all of the key areas that matter and is moving the needle. So,
yeah.
And again, not to get too far into what we're going to discuss next week, but that would be my Cliff's Notes there. And TSSI, like, there is legitimate blow up risk there because they are, as everybody likes
saw.
to point out, Dell's bitch, as everybody likes to point out. So there's like legitimate blow up risk there, but I think Q4 could be solid for them. I think they solved the Q3 glitches for the most part, and
Let's hope. Oh,
then they actually gave next year like preliminary guidance, which is a kind of a new thing for them, and they said they expect more growth next year. So here we go.
I hope we get to hear that guy on the earnings call again.
The guy that has a whole 2,000 share, like
I'm a pretty big owner in this your stock, Mister.
Listen, yeah, him and me, we're the whales. We're the TSSI whales collectively. Him and I, yeah,
yeah.
Okay, so that's me now. Oh, Gil gave his top 7.
Gil gave his top 7. Target, Jesus Christ! Oh, talk about a blast! That's like John Cena seeing Brock Lesnar. Oh my God!
Now, I do want to. I am so to some credit to Gil. I like Meta, UNH. Did he mean Amazon with number 5, or is that a different thing? Maybe he can clarify in the comments.
I would say I think he meant Amazon.
You think he meant Amazon? Okay. I mean, I can't disagree with Grab. I'm not like super into Target.
Yeah,
I don't think you're gonna necessarily like go broke with Target, but I don't know if I love it necessarily. Duolingo
$87.
My issue with Duolingo is if the purpose of it is to teach people languages, this is like one area where I actually think AI realistically could just flat out replace them almost immediately, and there's not like I don't know that there's any like defensible moat there. I mean, I could be wrong, but like that's my sense of it, and it discourages me from wanting to like put any capital at risk with it. And I've never heard of ASST before, so if somebody has any information on that, please educate me.
I agree with Duolingo. Right now, I can take my Android phone with Gemini, speak to it, and even put a live view, and it can translate anything with me and interact with me with those translations. So that's like,
and you're not the only person I've heard that from. Do you remember Investment Kage?
Yes.
Yeah. He said the same thing, I think, about it's been helped. Like I think he was using it to help him learn Japanese or something, if I'm not mistaken. Was that a conversation we had on the show with Investment Kage back in the day?
Wouldn't shock me.
I think like I vaguely remember something about that. So
yeah, and I think Google added a feature that's like Duolingo to Google Translate.
Yeah.
No,
I don't really know the Target. Well, I can't really get on board with that. From my due diligence, the thing with Target is like, first of all, as people were right when they were telling me retail is not the most attractive thing to invest into. Amazon doesn't count because that's AWS, and like every other business imaginable you could be investing in. Paul talks about the tobaccos. Yeah, Gil, you're gonna have to pitch me on Target because like I used to be a Target baggie, and I
am more curious about his number 1 there, ASST, because enough of the other ones I agree with that there might be something. Maybe there is something to that. Can we pull that up? I'm just curious. Like, Gil's here in our it's a Bitcoin treasury.
Fuck off.
Oh no.
Stop it.
I'm Gil. I appreciate it, but I really, really, really don't like. I really don't like crypto.
And if I bought Target, it's that
even if I grant you crypto can pump and go up a lot and everything, I don't believe that there's anything fundamentally valuable about just owning random coins. Even if I consider Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that to be random coins, because they might as well be. I just don't think there's really any. There's not like any other than people's belief in the mystical blockchain. There's not really anything about it that makes it inherently worth owning. I don't know. Other businesses provide like a good or a service that adds value to people, and they're therefore willing to pay for it, and that's where the actual value comes from.
Yeah.
Dollars are just a means of exchange of that value, because it would be hard to trade like 20,000 cans of cola for like a used car or something. Like that's not practical. That therefore we use currency.
Yeah.
But the currency itself isn't where the value derives from. So crypto, what is it actually good for?
Yeah.
I have a hard time with it, I guess.
We're gonna get to.
It might just be because I'm not very smart. Maybe
we'll get to
explain it to me.
Dr. Pump's list in a minute here, but with Target, what I'm seeing right now is they have a new CEO coming in February, who's the current COO under Cornell, who we've said repeatedly on this show, one of the most uncomfortable people to possibly listen to talk in an earnings call. If you don't believe me, just pull up Target earnings call. My issue with Target is like, I understand people go there still.
All right. So I like shopping at Target. I want to make that 100% clear to everybody. Like I walk into Target, I cannot walk out without spending at least $50.
Oh, really?
No joke. No joke. If I walk through those doors, they're minimum getting half a C-note from me.
There you go.
Minimum.
I'm the opposite. It's hard to get me to buy stuff.
Dude, I ran into did I tell you my buddy and we ran into this like really fit cougar there that was looking for Robux.
I think you told me
for her nephew or something. Yeah,
I'll help you.
Actually, like I was drunk on margaritas from the Chili's next door, and I don't know. Like I let the moment pass because I just couldn't form the words to make anything happen. But
yeah,
it was fun anyway.
Target is literally, they've had 3% growth, and they've like declined in the last few years. So like, and it's trading at a price to earnings of 10. Like it's trading not at a horrible valuation. I guess it's like, I feel like it would have to be a short-term like turnaround play, but I can't get on board with it. And I feel like they have way more employees than they need. This goes back to a few months ago. I'd go in like September, October. I swear to God, there's more employees than actual customers in the store at like 8 or 9 at night. And that would worry me. So I'm not going back to the depths that are Target, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not even that cheap for how much it's really growing. I guess if you think they're going to scale back and grow, sure, but I just don't see it.
Did he mention tobacco?
Paul mentioned tobacco.
So here's the thing. Actually, in my value account, because of Amazon dropping so much, British American Tobacco is currently my number one holding in that portfolio. So yeah, I'm actually pretty heavily like I agree with you in the quality of tobacco. I like them. I like the tobacco companies, and the dollars are, I put them where my mouth is. Like I am in BTI pretty heavily and have been for a while. My cost basis is goated, so like I'm not really necessarily looking to add, but like I keep it there as kind of like a counterweight to when things are getting ugly. It's my little oasis in the portfolio. So yeah, and I'm hoping UNH can kind of be up there with it at some point.
Yeah, I'll put a poll up in the chat if anybody would like to vote on Target, yay or nay. I have a feeling the nay. Yeah,
I don't like Target ever since they left Canada.
Yeah.
So Gil, I think I understand what you're going for in calling it your safe play, in that, oh yeah, it's been around a long time, it's kind of like a boring stock or whatever. But I think the kind of logic that leads us to think Target is safe could also lead one to buy something like something that ends up troubled, like a Walgreens potentially. Like I think a similar logic is at play. Not to say that Target is as bad a decision by any means. I'm not trying to say that. Just that I think it was Fabio who pointed out that when it comes to brick and mortar retail, if especially like the bigger retailers that have very low net margins, if it goes wrong, it can go wrong like really big and really fast.
Yes.
Like faster than you think. And
Dividend.
I don't know. It was something to that effect. And they're in this kind of weird spot where their only real, I think, like their niche in the market is like people who they kind of want to go to Walmart, but they don't want to go to Walmart. They want a similar amount of options, but like Walmart is a little too ghetto for them, basically. And it's like, how many people is that? Like probably a pretty good number, but like I think a lot of that more affluent customer is moving more towards convenience, like Amazon and Costco.
Yeah, and it would like be I feel like it'd be going against my Amazon.
I don't know. I mean, there is something to be said for being able to like say see the clothing and potentially try it on, like if you're there for clothing and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, Gil, that is a good point. When I go to Target, there have been times where it's not super busy, but yeah, there's always at least a few people around shopping. That is true.
Yeah.
So I will grant you that. Like I do like myself. I like shopping there. So I'm not saying that it's gonna. You may do very well.
I disagree. I think their quality has deteriorated since the pandemic.
You mean like the actual like experience in the stores?
Yes, I think.
I only had one kind of. There was a time, and I don't even know if it's still like this because it's been a minute. I haven't really looked that closely at these specific items, but there was a point where the socks were locked behind like a plastic case, and I was like, "This is."
Oh yeah, I remember it.
Now I don't know if they still feel the need to lock up the socks, but like the shoplifting issue hurt the experience of the law-abiding retail shopper for a minute there. But I don't think that's Target's fault necessarily, but like I could see how that could hurt their ability to like, generate business, because if you're at a store to like just buy some socks and it's inconvenient to buy socks, you're going to say, F this, I'll just go order some on Amazon. That's what I ended up doing, by the way. And I still bought some other stuff while I was there. They got me. They always do. But it's just now if I'm trying to get that particular item, which is socks, like I don't think of Target anymore.
Yeah.
So that could be an issue. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Gil, I will agree. The T-shirts they have there, like the graphic tees and stuff, they're very cool, very nice, good selection. And the price point, I think they're like $11 or something. It's pretty good.
All right, everybody. Seymour has to go, so I will give him a proper outro. Seymour, where can the viewership find you?
Yes, thank you for having me on. Always a fan of just geeking out with you guys and investing. But yeah, you can find me on Orange Grove 55 at the Duck Pond, or just on X at Mr. Seymour Duck.
Yep. Bad things can happen if you follow him. Bad things. All right, Seymour, thank you again for coming on Late Night CFK. Have fun at work.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Always an enjoyable time having the doc on. Okay, I will say this, that the All in Motion shorts are nice. I have a pair, and I have a couple pairs actually, and they're pretty nice. I like them. I feel like those in-brand, if you're a consumer, those in-brand options are a really good opportunity.
Yeah. I agree. Target's better than, as far as like which one would I rather shop at? Target. Though there's more selection of different doodads at Walmart, but I'd rather shop at Target than Walmart for the most part. If it's for like the exact same thing and I know both places have it, I'll prefer to get it at Target.
Yeah. I disagree, Gil. I disagree. I think in 10 years, Target is... We can do a little bet if we want. Target's current market cap is... 40 billion. I think they're at 15 or less in the next 10 years.
I don't know. I don't think I'm making any bets about.
I'm gonna bet against it. I hate to do the heel turn here, but I think it happens. I think Walmart is. Well, I think that's more of a necessity than Target. The consumer. I mean, I guess I would have said the same thing like 10 years ago with Target, and I think there's been a deterioration clearly in stock price and quality product, in my opinion. Yeah, Walmart, I don't think.
As far as and so he mentioned Lululemon like a minute ago. If you scroll up just a tad.
Oh.
So, and I think he's talking about the quality of the clothes at Target.
Yes, they're good. Yeah.
So look, that by the way, Lululemon, that's another like that doesn't make any like I can't get there with it, and it might be cheap, it might be like I don't know. I mean, I think it's maybe the same thing that held me back from Crocs. It's like I don't know. Yeah. Like will this particular thing fall out of favor because it's very
the Crocs era.
You know, we have this particular like style of fashion that we sort of cater to, and it's like if that falls out of favor, then here we go.
Let's see who got it'd be the funniest thing ever if Gil got gifted this channel membership. All right, let's take a look. Okay, it was Emmanuel R. There you go, Emmanuel. Enjoy your channel membership gifted by our guest Seymour Doc.
Our generous benefactor. Do we have to? So we have an obligation at this point, right?
At this point, we do have an obligation. Every time we do get any sort of monetary compensation that is not from a paid sponsorship, it's from the viewership where we get like 66 cents a piece. That has to go towards paying off costs in the LLC. I think you get some pretty good benefits if you ask me, Fiscal. What are some of the benefits you get as a channel member?
Well, we will for sure read your comments.
Yep.
Live in the chat. Like your comments get priority, of course. Your voice. This is like the Citizens United decision. Your money is speech here.
That's true.
To bring it back to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
You know, there are some exclusive live streams that have happened that were members only. You can find them archived in the members only section. Some
of them led to death threats.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole episode. It was not private at the time, but there were a couple of Twitter spaces that we saved and recorded and uploaded into the members.
Those are practically episodes, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh, we still owe them at least one more because we promised them one weeks ago and didn't deliver. Yeah, we do need to get on that. But you were sick, I think, which your voice was messed up, and so it's hard to want to do an hour of straight talking.
We'll do it this week. I'm gonna put it. We're doing it this week.
Okay. Maybe like a pregame for the PayPal roundtable.
Yeah, it's like
their appetite for it. The benefits are just they're endless.
They are endless. They're what you make of it.
They're a gift that keeps on giving, so to speak.
I agree. And a gift that keeps on giving is our dance moves, and here you go.
Round two, here we go.
Thank you, Seymour. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the same if we didn't do that.
Appreciate it very much. Emmanuel, enjoy your benefits. Enjoy the benefits that you may receive. All right, we're about an hour in. Once again, the PayPal roundtable is next. Kevin can't take it anymore. He wants us to end the show, but we'll do it for Kevin.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live.
What's that mean to play us out?
Yeah. Once again, if you are looking for services, if you're looking for tax help, the best place to find that is Rising Financial Futures, based out of AZ. Link in the description.
Specifically, bookkeeping and controller services. It's not specifically like your personal tax return. That is not what it is for. This is not a CPA. You bring your personal tax return to Strongman.
Yeah.
But if your small business needs help getting its books up to date so that your CPA doesn't hate you during tax season, and so that the IRS doesn't hate you and go after you, and because by the way, if you try to dump it all on your CPA at the last minute and there's something missing, you forget to give them like one of those receipts in your shoebox or something,
bad things will happen.
The IRS is going to hold you responsible, not them. So get your books caught up ahead of time. It's worth it. Check them out if you're a small business owner in the US. That's all I got for you.
Tell them we sent you too. Tell them.
Yeah. By the way, mention Cashflow Kings YouTube.
Yes.
And I might see your lead come through the CRM actually.
All right. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Make sure to follow our Twitter at CashflowKingsYT. Become a channel member if you want access to exclusives, all sorts of good stuff. So go ahead and subscribe. Do Dividend Sucks Not Drugs. And of course, cash flow is king. Oh, yeah.